This is a Lepy LP2024A+, small stereo amplifier, 2-channel, front of it, everything, back of it. I'm using some decent quality speaker wire. I don't know if it will focus. It's a Monster XP. Speaker wire that I am using and everything. This runs between 12, well they say 10 to 14 volt. I would say more 11.5 to 14.4 volt. 15 volt is about where it will cut off at. And I'm using a 5 amp 12 volt power supply. Some kind of okay speakers, not too sure about their quality. Got them super cheap. And the music I'm going to play is basically copyright free music that I got off of the YouTube library. Let me turn that on. The key to light up and everything. So let me play a little bit here. Sounds pretty good for what it says. I'm not going to play that super long. But it's a pretty good sounding little amplifier. It's not something... The camera doesn't do it a justice. The camera just doesn't... The microphone just doesn't pick it up. I find the way I have it set up, tone all the way up, bass in the center, this enabled, it just sound, it's got a really crisp, good quality sound. It sounds very good for how much these are. These are like $25 to $30 depending on where you find them. I would suggest buying these strictly on Amazon. I had a friend who bought one of these off of eBay and it turned out it was a complete fake and it used a completely different integrated circuit than what was specified. And yes, the model number is actually the particular integrated amplifier chip that they use in it. But for its size and weight, it sounds really good. It's got headphone input for like an aux cable and RCA input, or say if you hook it up to a mixing console. This is just a really cheap one. But this is my little travel mixing board and it does the job. But that's it for this video. It's a 3-minute long video and I don't want anything over that. But good little amp. If you can get them. The way you set them up and hook them up and set your tone and bass controls will determine your sound quality. And a little bit of modification to be done to add a heatsink to it in order to help it dissipate heat and everything and all that. So in the bottom there's a heatsink plate that is basically a piece of copper that has 2 ears that stick up, and then it kind of flat connects to the bottom of the chip and connects to the metal case of it. But yeah, that's that. There's my laptop. But yeah, good little amp. Good for a small dorm room, good as a small bookshelf system. But a really good bookshelf system, I would say, is car stereo. Car stereos, if you know how to hook them up, same power supply. I would use a 10 amp with a car stereo. And same thing, you can set them up with barrel plugs, and you can get these speaker connector things. And then you get an AM FM tuner, CD player, you know, that kind of stuff. This is just an amp. This uses a computer, iPod, whatever. So yeah, those speakers I'm not too sure about or anything, but they sound okay for what they are. I didn't pay a whole lot for them. I got them at Goodwill. I think the reason why the people got rid of them is because the cheap plastic veneers coming off. I do not care. Actually, I probably will just rip off the veneer and spray paint them black and take off these stupid bungee things because they're not going to protect the speaker. I can touch the speaker through them.